What's going on YouTube? Welcome in. Today we got a beautiful build for you. Today we're building in one of our favorite new cases, in the new V100 case. Now this is a budget entry case that Lian's finally adding to the market. And this is coming in well under $100, priced around $75 from what I'm seeing on the market. It's got that dual chamber fish tank design. It's got tons of RGB. It's got all the space you need for a new 50 series GPU. But we're starting off with the beautiful 9000 X3D again, which is the best gaming CPU on the market in terms of price, performance. We're putting this all on the beautiful X870E Tomahawk board coming from MSI, the Tomahawk X870E Wi-Fi board. We'll be cooling it with the brand new MSI A15 360mm AIO cooler. We have 64 gigs of RAM coming over from Kingston and the Kingston Fury RGB with 6000 CL30 timings. We got a 2 terabyte NVMe drive as well coming over from Kingston and the KC3000, again, which is an enterprise grade drive. And then for the graphics card today, we have a 5070 Ti going in the system, but we'll be using one of our shop 50 series cards because those, well, the shipping right now, we're waiting for the 5070 Ti to come in. So you'll see pictures of it with the 5070 Ti, but today when we're live building, we'll have the 5080 that we'll be using in today's build. Let us think about this build down in the comments. Make sure that like button to help us with the algorithm. Make sure that subscribe button as well if you want to see more beautiful PCs like this and above in your YouTube feed. You want to catch us live, unedited, raw like it is right now as I record this intro, just off the top of my head. You join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over at our Twitch channel and also our TikTok channel, 11 a.m. Eastern. We stream at twitch.tv/stints, and we hope to see you soon. All right, let me grab my card over here really quick to get started. We already got 20 viewers already? Is that right? 20 viewers over on TikTok with 1,600 likes? Hearts already? Sheesh. Y'all are going crazy on TikTok this morning. I appreciate that. You know, we've been past due to be streaming on both. So it's big and it's vertical. CPU again, 9000 X3D. We're gonna get right into the build today. Should be about an hour in change-ish build. Let's get the CPU down and in. Let's take a look at the motherboard, guys. Again, X870E Tomahawk board coming in today from MSI. Tried and true, probably the best gaming CPU on the market in terms of price, performance, longevity if you're going on the AM5 platform. We love the X870E Tomahawk. That's why it's a staple here at Stints Built. Always have a couple cartons of these sitting here on our shelves in the shop. Again, today's build is going to be something that you can be able to purchase over on our website. This is going to be a quick ship build going on later today. Get our NVMe drive going, get our RAM in here. I mean, we call this a pinnacle today because I believe this is if I was going to build a system right now, I'd probably build the specs we have today. 9000 X3D, 5070 Ti, 64 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte NVMe drive. That's like the standard right now. Like in terms of longevity, the 5070 Ti has both 1440p and 4K capabilities. It has everything you need really for a really strong setup. Let's get our NVMe drive down and in. We get our standoffs next for our cooler. We get our RAM in there as well. Today we have a KC3000. Again, this is the best, in my opinion, this is the best NVMe Gen 4 drive on the market. It's really high endurance, which means you have longevity in terms of reliability for your NVMe drive. A lot of other ones don't really worry about the endurance ratings. They worry more on the speed or the price. This is more towards a longevity-based drive. It's an enterprise-grade drive that is great for a lot of consumers. So down and down there. Let's get our RAM in next. Kingston Fury Beast RGB RAM. We have 64 gigs of 6000 CL30. Again, a sweet spot. You know, we can put it in. It's going to boot up. It's going to have really good timings. You don't have to worry about any kind of overclocking. Well, you definitely can do it on this board in all means, but it is absolutely beautiful RAM. Syncs up nicely. Again, the one we really like Kingston. Longevity, warranty, the RAM modules will sync right out the box. So we don't have that different diffusion, different colors that you see in other brands where they don't sync up, they sync up right away. They have this like micro transmitter built into the RAM modules, the DIMMs, that'll sync back and forth with their RGB controller. Absolutely beautiful stuff here. Next is gonna be our cooler. Let's grab this off the cart. There we go. CORELIQUID A15 today, guys. Let's get our bracket. There's our AMD bracket. That's actually our LGA bracket. I'm pretty sure it's already AMD. There's our AMD screws, which we need right there. Screws, boom. All right, everything back in here we don't need. We will not need the Intel bracket. We'll not need this bracket as well. It's crazy that MSI pre-installs AMD. They pre-installed the AMD bracket. All right, let's pop the factory retention tabs off here, off the motherboard. The factory clips for AMD. MSI's been a top brand for a long time. Yeah, it's literally the top two are Asus and MSI. And they're both battling for that #1 market share every year. Asus has probably had it. I think you can get a just as good quality product for a little bit cheaper from MSI.
Asus definitely appeals more to the premium crowd. Now, obviously, they do have their budget entry options like the Prime and the Tough. Be like more mid-level, and then obviously they have the Strix, and then they have their higher end stuff like the Hero and the Crosshair, stuff like that. So here we go, all in there. Standoffs are in place. There we are. We've got everything in place on the motherboard. Again, 9800 XRD down this X870 MSI Tomahawk gaming board. We have a 2 terabyte NVMe drive down here in our NVMe slot 1 right here. We have 64 gigs of RAM at 6000 CL30 timings, sweet spot right there. Then our standoffs are in place for that MSI A15 cooler, which is absolutely stunning from MSI. We're gonna slide this aside and get that new case out. That's why we're here to build in today. The beautiful V100, I believe they call it the Vector V100. It was talked about when the marketing team over at Lian sent it to us. They want us to build in this case. I said, okay, we'll do it. And then we saw the pictures of it and their build guide. I was like, all right, this might be a case that we might continue just to stock here at Stinsville. AJ, right away, this reminds me of the NV5 meets XT Pro. I can see where they save some money. Now this looks good. This looks great. This looks really good. BTF compatible, power supply goes down underneath, lots of ventilation. This is a really good looking case. Top is plastic. Now this is gonna remind you of something really quick, AJ. What does this look like? It looks like height. It does look like height. It's like the height or the APNX, the Haven. They have this kind of plastic, rigid, very sturdy plastic with the built-in dust filter. Get the glass off. Let's see how well it sits. Well retained. That's just so crazy to see because it is a design of the case, follows the glass panel here. So it's cool to see. Pop off here too. Oh, it does. Boom, all opened up. So everything opens up. That's really cool. So when you're building this, you have everything all opened up. It's a sick panel. Effective glass that goes with the design of the architecture of the case. Looks like you could also do vertical GPU in this on the back, AJ, which is crazy to think about, but you could do it. It's definitely wide. This is a whole RGB diffusion built in here. Airflow doesn't. This would be cool if this right here was ventilated. If they did the top, if they would have ventilated these side panels right here to add for that bottom ventilation, that'd be a huge W. It looks like they just zip tie their box here, or they had to zip tie their screws, which they give you. I mean, for a $75 case, they give you all their screws and one of their little craft boxes, tackle boxes, whatever you want to call them. Built-in clips on the back, right here for all your cable management. You can see it's BTF compatible, which is really nice. Extremely rigid. If I'm not mistaken, this is more rigid of a case than the XT series from Fantex, which this is priced to compete with. Now I want to know what this is right here. There's a screw for this little chamber right here. We're gonna see what it does. I don't know, I'm taking the screw out. I want to see what it does. There's a screw here, I'm gonna check it out. Is this just what's this for? Just to put something, they have like a stand. So if you want to stand something straight up here, let's say like an action figure, they have that there. That's all it is. It's just for a stand. Slides back in place if you want to keep the contour of the cave, or the case in play. All right, that's cool. You can put fans on top of the power supply here as well. There's no cutout for a pass-through for a GPU cable. Not a deal breaker because you have a lot of space right here for it to come out and go around and under. They do this so you can actually probably go follow the fans if you want to put the fans on the bottom. Your power and all your I/O is right here on the side of the case. That's different. Usually it's on the front or the top. They put it all right here. But all in all, very well built. And this is a very nice case. Like, I don't get any flex, which means it's really well assembled. Pretty impressed with that case. Let's get the motherboard down and in. Let's get started. Probably could fit also an extended ATX motherboard on here, chat. It looks like you'd have the space to go out there to the fans. I'm not going to guarantee it, but it looks like it could. Let's get our screws for the motherboard out. Flip this around so you guys can see it over here. Go top or front and forward right there. Looking good. Board looks really sharp in this case. It really does. I'm gonna get a rear light in here so I can see more. Some of these black cases, all these lights here in the studio. Hard to see the back. USB Type-C going in. There we go. USB 3.0 will be next. There we go. So the one thing I noticed so far is not a lot of, outside of the Velcro on the back, there's not a lot of stand-up space to zip tie and keep cables really nice and neat. Not a bad thing, but we can tidy it up once we get the main power supply cables in. We'll kind of zip them off together, hold them in place, but it's not terrible. Get our HD audio cable up and in for our front panel audio. There we go. All our front panel connections are in. We'll start working on our fans and then move on to our power supply. Again, today's fans, we have the beautiful, I call them the T12s, but they're the TLC12s. They are reverse fans, reverse airflow fans from Thermalright. Now you can get this case with included fans. At the time that Lian sent this to us, they did not have their systems ready with the reverse fans installed. So here we are, installing them. Pretty much nearly identical fans, what Lian would include. They do have the case, I believe, at $75 with, I think, 4 fans, if I'm not mistaken. AJ can clarify in chat, but plenty of airflow. Just one. I have one more fan here. Really good. I mean, really, it's gonna have all airflow base right there. It's gonna look good. Start working on these cables. We'll put our rear fan in, then start working on our power supply after that. But you wanna have that rear cable management camera so you guys can see it. Right now we do not have it, but we're working on the cabling for the fans. Plug these fans in, clean up the cables a little bit. That'll be next in the back here. On the power supply we go. Power supply today, guys, will be the beautiful A50GL. Before we put that in, I'm gonna put the rear fan in really quick. All right, up this power supply, 850GL, plenty of power for the 9000X3 and the 5070 Ti. Don't think we need SATA. I'm gonna double check here. No SATA power, which is always a great thing. 12-volt high power. This will be our CPU 1, PCIe, which is the additional PCIe support on the motherboard, additional CPU, 24-pin main. Those are all the cables we need. All these extra ones, along with the power cable in the box. When the customer gets it, they have all the cables. In case they ever want to add anything else to the system, they can. Grab all our cables, start working on these. I see where the power supply cable goes, or the power GPU cable goes right there. They did. That's what they did. Get our CPU power cables in. Do our CPU in. We do a 24-pin main. Getting our cables ran, then we'll plug them in on the bottom. Just nice to be able to do this right now. All right, let's get our cables connected. It's got to run in the PCIe for the additional PCIe power on the motherboard here. Slide everything in, get it installed. All our screws in for our power supply. There we go, all right. Cables are pretty well managed in the back. Time to get the cooler out. We'll tidy up a little bit more cables in the back. First we're gonna get the cooler in. We'll go from there. Looking good though so far. Got top down. Get ready to put this cooler in. The great thing about this pump and these cables, all these cables for the AIO stay up top. You can see right there, they can run them right off the top there and hide them, and then you have just the RGB and the pump off the bottom. So let's get ready to put this on. I'm gonna take off the sticker. That's why the warning sticker on there, and I'll let this hang for a second. Let's get our thermal paste out. MSI sent us over some, they're just right there. MSI thermal paste. X gonna mark the spot here on the CPU. Go, good. Extra thermal paste will go in the box so the customer has it. This pump just goes right on. It's like, you don't have to worry about it being crooked, incorrect, because it goes right on the exact spot where it needs to go, right like this MSI pump. I believe they did partner with Cooler Master for this one, so you're definitely gonna get a good AIO for the price. Get this all screwed in. There's our RGB, just gonna hide all these wires. Boom, boom. We need to run our wires, get our screws out for the rad. We're gonna run that next. Up and in we go, easy mount. That was really easy. Easy peasy. Now, what do you think about this AIO? Get a front close-up over here on Twitch. Looks great in this case. Get all the screws into the rad up here. All right, last screws in the rad. Let's work on our cables now, chat. RGB, the pump headers. We'll put these all in here. Now this is the part where it's a little bit tight with the fingers, but we should be able to get it. CPU fan, there's our pump fan. This is a little bit tighter right here. You probably should have ran these cables prior to putting the rad in, but here we are. There's room, but it definitely is tight though. One's in. Next will be our pump. So our CPU fan header. It's definitely tight up here. We're getting it. We go all in there. Our GPUs are running a little bit late from MSI. We also have a 5070 Ti going in the system, but we'll be booting it up with one of our founders cards. I'll be putting one of our 5080 Ti's here just to get the boot today, but we will have a 5070 Ti going in this build. It is time to get the GPU out, chat. Cable right there, we have that pre-ran. Plenty of space there to get to the GPU. We have a nice little pass-through right here for the GPU cable, which is nice. Let's have this stuff out of the way. There goes, guys. So look at that. So today we'll be putting the 5080 in today's build just for the post. The 5070 Ti will go in the system available for purchase. And when you see the video at the end of this, the YouTube content, you'll be able to see the 5070 Ti that we have in there. Get a video of that. Like a post roll once you get all the software installed, stuff like that. All that stuff will be able for the YouTube video. It's our shop card for testing and benchmarking. There it is, all in there. Let's plug in this power for the GPU. There we go, all in there. Put this aside, there it is. Chat, we're ready to light it up.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come on over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.